Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? It is your host that's down to do the most, the one with all of the quotes, and the one who got love for you the most. Y'all already know what time it is, man. It's your host, Billy D. God is good. Thankful for another day. Thankful for another opportunity or opportunities that going to come my way, might come my way, but by the blessings of God, they always come my way. So I like to send a big shout out to God, big shout out to the family, Knucklehead Entertainment, We Juggernaut Entertainment. This week flows. Let's get to it, man. Y'all stay blessed. Stay away from negative energy. I'ma just blast off. Stay away from negative energy. That's gonna be my new thing when I start recording these podcasts. Sometimes I'ma just blast off and just say what's on my mind. And this is a blast off moment. Stay away from negative energy. And what I mean by that is negative energy can come through all of us if we're not careful. If you're not careful, you could become the very thing you hate in a person or object or animal, whatever the fuck, however you want to look at it. You have to stay away from negative energy. There's a lot of people in life who are not happy with themselves. They're not happy with how they're living. They're not happy about who they living with. They're not happy about how their life turned out. Whatever the fuck the case may be. That's not your issue. That's between them and God. And you have to pray about them. And what I mean about pray about them, pray for them. Pray that God bless them. But also pray that God keep you away from them, because all that negative energy is going to do two things. It's going to hold you back, and it's going to put a negative cloud over you if you stay in it long enough. If you stay consistent with being around that type of energy. If you're around somebody negative every day, guess what's going to happen? You'll start to think negative. You'll start to look at your life and you'll start to nitpick negative shit in your life, and you'll trick yourself out of your own position. You'll trick yourself out of a good job, a great relationship, whatever the fuck the case may be. I've seen so many people in life get tricked out of their position because they listen to a no good, nagging ass, selfish ass, ain't worth two nickels having ass friend of theirs. And they friend tricked them out of their position. You know how many people didn't got tricked out of a marriage because they're around somebody negative? You know how many women been tricked out of a good marriage because they didn't listen to their homegirls who wouldn't work shit and they was single? You know how many men then got tricked out of a good marriage, then got tricked out of a good woman? You know how many men then lost a great woman because their homeboy was like, hey man, you gotta go out, man. You gotta hang with the fellas, man. Ever since you been with this broad, you been different, man. You been acting different ever since you been with this girl. Yeah, I've been acting different. I fucking found the love of my life. Yeah, shit different. But guess what most dudes do? You know what, man? You right, man. I'm gonna come hang out with the fellas, man. Then fucked around and caught a DUI charge. Fucked around and caught a case because the homie got drugs on him. Y'all got stopped by the police. Your homie don't even want to take the charge. Now you got to deal with this time, and your girl at home, that good relationship you had, out the fucking window because you want to listen to these idiots and get tricked out your position. Oh yeah, it go both ways. I ain't gonna just sit here and talk about all the shit that happened to women because they didn't fucked up. No, I'm gonna bring the men. I'm gonna bring us into this shit too. We done did a lot of dumb shit that done fucked off a lot of good shit that we had going for us. And you gotta be aware of that. You gotta be aware. My daddy always used to say, son, you have to know when you won already. Sometimes you have to understand when you won. And And growing up, I always used to love when I used to love hearing that. Every time my dad used to say that, I used to love hearing that, because it's like a good dose of dopamine, of good energy, good knowledge that you need to hear consistently, because there's so much negative energy around you, and there's so many people in this world that'll trick you out your position. Ain't that right, son? Huh? My son, he wants some attention, because he probably felt like I'm not giving him some positive energy. So I'm sitting here letting him know, I love you, son. You here. I acknowledge you, son, because he like to be a part of the conversation. He 2 years old. He's just starting to talk. So, he got to put his little input in. Ain't that right, son? You better stay away from negative people, son. You hear me? Don't let I ain't gonna let negative people be around you. Yeah, I ain't gonna let negative people be around you. Your daddy ain't going for the bullshit. It's my job to keep negative people away from you. But as you get older, I have to teach you ways of keeping negative people around you, so when I'm not around, you know how to act. But yeah, I mean, shit get real, son. I mean, in life, y'all gotta understand, it's never over. You could be 40 years old and the right opportunity come your way, 3-4 years, you're a millionaire. Imagine your life is in shambles at 40 years old. You start doing what you got to do, and at 44 years old, you didn't hit a million. Matter of fact, not even a million. Let's say you do what you're supposed to do, and you hit $500,000. Imagine looking at your bank account and you see $500,000 in that motherfucker. Tell me that's not gonna motivate you. Come on now. Tell me that's not gonna force you to think different, move different, look at situations different, analyze the people you dealing with. Because you gotta understand, you worked hard for that. You hear me, son? They worked hard for that. Yeah, I know. You turned up like your daddy. Huh? You gotta understand, son, if you hit for 500,000, son, you gotta understand, you gotta move different. Because everybody ain't gonna have that type of success. It just, you'd want that for your family and friends, but everybody ain't gonna achieve that type of success. But when you're around good energy, when you're around people that's doing what they supposed to do, you'll find yourself with $500,000 in your bank account. God work in mysterious ways. You know, they got a saying, they say sometimes God don't bless you until you remove certain people in your life. Because God can't afford to give you that blessing, because he know the people around you would take that blessing from you. Because he knows you influenced by your friends. See, your God know your friends better than you. You know, I was watching Andre Ward podcast. Andre Ward has a hell of a podcast. Hell of a boxer, Hall of Fame boxer. He has one of the best podcasts on YouTube. And, you know, he has this saying on his podcast that it's he always dropping gems. And damn, I damn near forgot the gem that he lost. It's gonna come to me. But Andre Ward, he's always dropping gems. And he's always telling fighters, man, stay focused, man. When you start getting when you start getting new money, you gotta start being different, moving different. You know, he said he used to smoke and drink, and once he became champion, he stopped smoking and drinking, and he had to cut off some of the people in his life because they wasn't doing right. And he realized that, shit, man, I done worked hard to become champion. I can't afford to lose this luxury. This is a privilege. This ain't normal. And a lot of shit you're going to achieve in life is not going to be normal. But you got to be careful of who's around you, because they're not going to appreciate that blessing like you're going to appreciate that blessing. And they're going to feel like they're entitled to your blessing. And they're going to feel like, yeah, you got to put me on. And whatever come with me, you going to have to deal with it. And no, you ain't got to deal with it. If they ain't ready to, in the Navy, we used to say, if you ain't ready to ship up, then we going to ship you out. I used to always say, man, what the fuck that mean? Man, if you ain't ready to act right, we will get you the fuck out of here. Have no fear. Because we can't afford to have you around and you bring the ship down. So, that's all I'm going to say. I ain't going to gibber and jabber and ramble all fucking day, but keep negative people away from you. Keep that negative energy, man. Keep that shit on the other side, man. Because in life, one thing you'll learn as you get older, life moves fast. Life moves fast. I'm about to be 36 this year. I never thought I'd be 36 this year. I'm so thankful to God. I'm so blessed to God that I made it to 35. I thank God, as much as I can. I need to thank God even more. Every day I wake up, I need to just keep thanking him, keep being grateful, keep being thankful. Because every day ain't promised. Every opportunity ain't promised. But you got to analyze who's in your circle, because some people just need to get that negative energy, that negative stigma out of their spirit, out of their life, before they'll ever see what life is really about. Life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. Yeah, it come with heartache. It come with pain. It come with adversity. It come with obstacles. Yeah. It comes with people switching up on you, people that you never thought would do this and that, and they start doing this and that and hurt you to your soul. Yeah, life is like that. Life is real. But you got to put your trust in God. You got to put your faith in God that he will expose the bullshit. So that's all I'm going to say, man. I'm going to just leave it at that. For all my entrepreneurs out there, for all my hustlers out there, for all my people out there that's striving to become something in life, opportunity is always there. Sometimes you just got to look close. Sometimes, what do they say? The details is in the fine print. That's all I'm gonna say. Stay blessed, stay focused. Knucklehead Entertainment is in the building. We Juggernaut Entertainment is in the building. This week, Flows is the brand. You already know what time it is. Juneteenth, we in Houston. June 19th, the whole weekend, we gonna be in Houston. Basketball tournament, we going live. $10,000 prize. Y'all heard it from me first. We moving, man. Before you know it, man. That's what I'm saying, man. Keep your mind sharp. Stay focused. Stay grinding. Fight through these obstacles. Fight through adversity. Keep God first. Stay with it, baby. Let's get it.